Good morning. Friday, the day we all look forward to. Even if your life is retired, it's this ingrained thing that's gone back to when we did work hard or go to school all day. I love this quote I read, and it was, try to create a life that you don't need a vacation from. And I kind of feel that way about Friday too. Ever since COVID started, our family has been home together, this tight unit, since, wow, beginning of March. Is it 37 weeks? And we have all said the one nice thing, this slowing down of our lives. We're still working, but it's slower. It's a different pace. It's going inside. We just said it feels like Friday. Every day feels like a weekend. There's that loss of rush and hustle and bustle and kind of mad that you have to go somewhere, because we're still accomplishing what we need, but without the crazy haste and chaos. Having said that, today's reading I thought was quite interesting, called Where You Need to Be. Timing Can Be Everything. Since human timetables quite often do not correspond with universal ones, it is common for people to feel that life is progressing too slowly or too quickly. We draft carefully composed plans only to find that they fall into place when we least expect them to, or conversely, that we're thrust into roles we believe we're not prepared for, and wonder how we're going to survive the demands imposed upon us by unfamiliar circumstances. Look at how we survived and adapted with COVID. When delays in our progress kindle pangs of disappointment within us, or the pace of life seems overwhelming, peace can be found in the simple fact that we're exactly where we need to be at this moment. I think it was the other class we were just saying, be here now. Every person fulfills their purpose when the time is right. If you have fast-tracked your way to success, you may become deeply frustrated if you discover that you can no longer satisfy your desires as quickly as you might like. But the delays that disappoint you may be laying the foundation for future accomplishments that you haven't even yet conceived of. Or the universe may have plans for you that differ from the worldly aspirations you've pursued up until this point. When you deem what you deem a postponement of progress may actually represent an auspicious opportunity to prepare you for what's to come. Quite often, strange things happen for a reason. There is a universal plan, we just have to have that blind faith that we often talk about. If, however, you feel as though the universe is pushing you forward at too fast a clip, you may be unwittingly resisting your destiny. Your unease regarding the speed of your progress could be a sign that you need to cultivate awareness within and learn to move with this flow of fate rather than against it. Remember, we're all interconnected and everything's bigger than us. The universe puts nothing in your path that you are incapable of handling. So you can rest assured that you are ready to grow into your new situation. You may feel compelled to judge your personal success using your age, your professional position, your level of education, or the achievements of your peers as a yardstick. We all enjoy the major milestones in our lives at the appropriate time. Some realize their dreams as youngsters. Others flourish only in an old age. And many of us keep reinventing ourselves multiple times throughout a lifetime so that we have multiple lives within our lifetime. If you take pride in your many accomplishments and make the most of every circumstance in which you find yourself, your time will come. There's that blind faith and trust. So today I thought, you know what? We haven't done the animal cards in a while. Let's see what animal we are meant to be inspired by for our practice. I will shuffle these, and lynx, cat pose. We often focus on our cats as we're doing the articulation of the spine. Look beyond immediate appearances. Discernment, those are the key words. Let me just quickly see if there's anything deeper to read to, and we'll get to our movement. You're missing something by focusing on the outer appearance of the situation or the person that's the object of your inquiry. Instead, use a soft focus or a bigger picture with your vision or hearing, and at the same time you may pay attention to physical or intuitive cues that might decide what's going on beyond the obvious. And sometimes this happens in relationships, friendships, dialogue, news. It reminds me that we have layers. Think about onions. We have all these layers, and not everything is surface what you read or see. There's more to the story than meets the eye. In this case, the truth is what's behind the story. One way to develop the skills to get away from the noise of your usual surroundings, somewhere out in nature and get very, very still for several minutes. And I know a lot of you are already really good at doing this. I need to do it more. First, notice the feeling and the sound of your breathing and your heartbeat. Then be aware of the rhythms around you. Take note of what you hear, see, feel without judgment or analysis. Observe. Doing this regularly will sharpen your senses. So that reminds me of last night in my yoga class I go to with my teacher. We were talking about Gestalt therapy and the idea of, and it's used often to create more mindfulness for people, and the idea that you could observe, analyze, be the narrative, but without attaching a feeling or that connection that we tend to do to our own thoughts. For instance, I'm seeing in my background, there's a certain shade of green. It's in the shape of a circle. I'm seeing that there's glowy lights, and the music I have in the background is soft and relaxing. It's meant to increase better study habits. That's the video I chose. So you'll notice I just neutrally described what I saw, heard, sound, smell, but I didn't attach a feeling and I didn't linger on what I observed. I used my senses. Again, I say I'm the narrator almost of a story, but I didn't linger. So it's a great way to move out of your head. And that's what I feel like this is asking you to do in the forest. Stop, linger, notice, observe, but don't stay hesitant, don't stay on there too long. Okay, let's go onto our mat. It's time to come into movement on our yoga mats. Bring your bum towards your heels and slowly lay your spine down. Arms by your side, palms turned up. And just take a few breaths here, feeling the back heavy, tailbone heavy. And I'm noticing the hesitation in my body. There's tension in the lower back from a day of doing. And I want to wait for gravity to work with my body and all this tissue wrapped around the bones to help let everything release and come to a more neutral back. And I'm going to gently let my knees flop to the left and then to the right. We're going to go back and forth a few times. Tiny windshield wiper, exploring your hips range of motion. And then back to center. Let's go as wide as you can. Legs to the right, wide and release. Back to center, legs to the left, wide and release. What's happening in the hips today? Oh yeah, notice your thigh, any tension around the knee, link to tight quads. And back to center. Once more, knees to the right, low and relaxed, arms stretched behind you, lengthen. Excuse me. Keeping your arms behind you. Last time, knees to the left. Arms stay stretched behind you, and maybe you turn and look to the right. So we're stretching the diagonal lines of the front of the body. Back to center, soles of the feet together. Knees want to fall out. Gravity wants to take those knees out, but I want you to notice the hesitation in your body. So I'm going to take my hands and maybe massage hip flexors a little bit down into your thighs. You could also rest your hands on your belly or on your heart. Let's take 5 breaths here and you decide where the hands go. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. Inhale 4. Can you release a little more in the hips? Exhale and inhale 5. Exhale. Close the legs, thighs to chest, little boat. Rocking side to side or circles. One direction and the other. Oh, it feels delicious on my lower back. We'll take our knees to the floor on the left, double leg spinal twist. Right arm opens out to a T. Back to center. Take those knees to the right, double leg spinal twist. Left arm opens to a T. Back to center and little boat or egg beaters. One direction and the other. Right leg in, left leg extends.
Left hand takes right knee over, single leg spinal twist. Back to center, thighs to chest, little boat. Maybe egg beaters one more time. Let's take left leg in, right leg extends, pause, drawing that left thigh in, right toes point, stretching out the leg and the hip. Right hand takes left knee over, single leg spinal twist. Keep that left shoulder anchored, nice deep twist to the upper back. Back to center, little boat or circles. And neutral. Feet drop to the mat. We're going to do a couple things here. Almost a cat-cow without lifting our hips. Because we're working on an intimate engagement of the spine today, specifically focusing. We got links, so I'm going to treat it like cat. So right now, tailbone and bum are heavy, shoulders are heavy, and I can feel a gap between my lower back. Don't flatten it yet. So as I inhale, chest to sky without lifting my bum, there's my cow. Engage your core, press your lower back down, cat. Inhale, cow, curve comes back. Exhale, cat, lower back down. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Now let's make it tighter. So I'm not going to exaggerate it. You can put your hand on your diaphragm or your solar plexus. Can you cat, cow, tuck, tilt only the hips and tailbone? Maybe we'll take our hands for our hips. So cow, and then gently tilt cat down. Holy, the stretches are way more intense in my groin muscles and my hip flexors when I make this movement tiny. Hands on hips, tilt, tuck. Tilt is the cow, gentle tuck is the cat. Tilt, tuck, cow, cat. Now let's make it exaggerated. Come back to that lower back. Cow, cat, cow, cat. Now let's glue the lower back down, and this is going to be almost impossible. You're going to cat, cow the next third of your back. So keep the lower back down. Can you make the hollow higher up and then down? Wow, the hip flexors again tell me they don't like this tiny movement. So keeping the lower back down. And now I'm going to use the chest or the rib cage to stretch up and then stretch down. Stretch up, stretch down, stretch up, very tiny. Back to center, knees to chest, little boat. Let's come into the start of Happy Baby, hands behind the thighs. Maybe the ankles dangle initially as you're pulling those thighs towards the side body. Feet in the sky, set up for Happy Baby, and choosing to stay here or come into full Happy Baby. Stillness or rocking side to side. Soles of the feet together, pause. And then releasing your feet to the mat, soles together, knees out to the side, arms in cactus. Let's pause here. Back to center, feet in the air, and start to roll at the ankles. Can we do our usual stretch without relying on the strap? When we rely on the same techniques or tools every time to open our body, then we fall into habits and the range of motion kind of stays within those habits. When, like just now, we did our cat-cow, not our normal way, and I was able to awaken different parts of the body. Fanning the toes, make a fist, spread your toes. Make a fist, spread your toes. Fist, spread. Oh, yeah. Legs wide. You're going to pause here for a moment. Maybe you're going to hold the inner knee flesh. Or arms to a T. Super tight. Let's take 3 breaths here. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. One more. Inhale 4. Exhale. Close your legs. Thighs to chest. Little boat or circles. And just roll into a ball on your side. Take a little pause there. And slowly press yourself upright.
So before going right into our usual floor work, I just have to get rid of this message on here saying my battery is low. Please hold up, battery. We're gonna come onto the mat in seated, and I wanna do a cat-cow that I use this tool if I'm sitting down and my back is tight. Palms on the knees, I'm gonna bring my chest forward, cow, engage the core, press the place behind your heart, behind you, cat. You might even hold into your knees and lean back. Inhale, cow, chest forward. Exhale, cat. So guess what I'm doing? Same wave up my back, but I'm not relying on being on my knees. So cow, chest forward, cat, chest in. Forward, back, and it feels pretty weird doing it, but it feels delicious. Back and forth. And back to neutral. Let's switch legs. We'll do a tiny spinal twist while we're here. Right hand, left knee, left hand behind you, sitting up straight, looking forward. Can the shoulders move back? You don't move back. Twist, relax, back to center, counter twist. Left hand, right knee, right hand behind you. Twist, looking forward. Move that right shoulder back, bringing out the spine, and back to center. While we're here, switch our legs one more time. Left hand down, right arm up, lengthen, and arc. So I can go on a diagonal or arc all the way and back up. Right hand down, left hand up, diagonal, lengthen, or arc. Oh. And one more time. Left hand down, right arm up, lengthen, diagonal, or arc, or all of the above. Right hand down, left hand up, lengthen, diagonal, or arc, and out. Coming onto the mat, let's come into puppy. So what I like about puppy, again, we're focusing on what's happening in the spine with that cat action. Bum in the air. You might start in Sphinx. And then gently press your chest all the way to the floor, or your forehead, then your chest. Or chest down, look forward. And then coming back up. First we'll do a traditional cat-cow. Bum in the air, looking up. Engage the core, turn it to cat. Tail drops, push the floor away. Let's start first only looking between our hands. Turn it back into cow. Bum up, gaze up. Slowly come back to cat. Look between the hands. Deep arch in the upper back. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Neutral. Let's do our flowy version. We're continuing with the spine. Toes tuck, push back. Arms extend, look forward. So there's our cow. Chin to chest, slowly come to table. There's the cat. Pelvis forward. Chest between the hands, look up, cow. Cat. Press back, look forward. Cow. Cat. Cow. Cat. Cat hairs. I actually have cat hairs. Cow. Cat. Up to table, chin to chest. Chest forward, looking up. Cow. And one last. Cat. Press back, look forward. Untuck. And relax. So you might come into Sphinx or extend the arms. And back to tabletop. Okay, tuck your toes, feet towards your hands, and hinge at the waist. Forward fold. Arm to the side, rise. Reach up. Exhale, swan dive. Half back, fold, plant, knees to the floor, slowly lower the heart between the hands. Same action we just did earlier. Sleeping cobra. Pick up your head, baby cobra. Press back, downward dog. Pedaling. Oh,
feels really good to linger with one heel, then the other. Right foot forward, left foot back, rise. This time, let's focus on an arch in the back. So we sometimes call this our hallelujah pose. So I can do wide arms, cactus, open chest, look up, or arms up, holding the beach ball. Take it behind you. Hands release, feet together, fold, rise, heart center. Inhaling up, exhale, fold. Half back, fold, plant, come to your knees, lower your heart between your hands, sleeping cobra. Inhale 1, exhale, inhale 2, exhale, pick up your head, press back, downward dog, pedaling your dog. Left foot forward, right foot back, rise, hands release, feet together, fold, rise, heart center. One more on each side, right? Where's Liz? She's my counting friend. Inhale up, exhale, fold. Half back, fold, plant, knees, heart between your hands. Inhale up, baby cobra, press back, downward dog. Right foot forward, left foot back, rise, your choice. Wide arm, hallelujah, beach ball, hallelujah. Hands release, feet together, fold, rise, heart center. Last one, inhale up, exhale, fold. Half back, fold, plant, knees, heart between your hands, sleeping cobra. Pick up your head, baby cobra, or take it further into up dog, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot back, rise. Your choice. You're gonna go into a deep lunge, hallelujah, or beach ball. Hands release, feet together, fold, rise, heart center. Awesome. Okay, coming back to the idea of cat. Initially, I wanted us to lion pose. Let's do it from our knees. I like to incorporate lion breath with breath of fire. We'll do it on our knees. I'll do it standing, see what you prefer. So you're gonna inhale up. One more. How does that feel? Most people are not comfortable doing that breath, so I keep getting this low battery message. The breath of fire, inhale up. Let's do it one more time standing. This is often used as a way to awaken the spirit within you, especially if you're feeling tired. Could you imagine if you did this every day, first thing in the morning in the coldest, darkest months? Inhale up. Not very exciting, but do you feel the energy that we just built in our body? Awesome. Okay, we're gonna come onto the mat. I'm gonna do one last pose. We're gonna do cow face because it incorporates upper body and lower body as our finishing pose. Chance to kind of tie everything together. So coming onto your bottom, I'm gonna come back where you can see me. We did not do a lot of hip warm up, so accept your body for what it is today. Right leg down, left leg over, and I'm super tight. Because my left leg's on the top, I'm gonna take my left arm on the top. Right arm's gonna come behind, and I'm either resting on my lower back. I'm not even gonna try to bind. The whole point of this pose, nice open chest. So I'm nice and aligned, sitting up straight, gently press the head back slightly. Head is stacked over the neck. My knees are stacked as best can be today. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. And one more. Inhale 3. Exhale. Release. Let's switch. Showgirl legs. Left leg down, right leg over. Stacking those knees. I can feel we did not really deal with our hips today. Choosing to stay here, hands on my hair, on knees, hands to heart center, or right arm on top, pat the back of your body, left arm behind you, back of the hand to lower back,
Open the elbows, imagine they're your wings opening. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale, and inhale 3. Exhale, release, and shake it out. We'll do one last reading today. It is the 26th. I will find the corresponding reading and see what we were meant to read. Oh, I love this. This kind of goes back to our message yesterday about forgiveness and moving on. Release to regret to free yourself. When we allow our minds to dwell in the place of what would have, could have, should have, we restrict our lives. We imprison ourselves in a web of rigid self-criticism that blinds us to our gifts and hinders our abilities to make choices and create change. Instead of living in a mindset of rigid regret, try to look at where you are at the moment and appreciate what you've learned. When a regret takes hold of you, say to yourself, I release you as I move forward. Think about when you hear that grinding noise when your brakes are kind of going in your car or on your bike, you add a bit of WD-40 so that you can move forward. Moving forward, it's a choice. Thank you so much for your effort. Have a beautiful weekend. The good in me sees the good in you. Namaste.